Good afternoon, class. So today we're going to go over the advancements of the cruising industry. So please take out your notes so we can begin. Is anyone aware of the cruising company called White Star Line? No? Is anyone aware of the Titanic? You see, I thought so. I knew most of you would. So, the White Star Line was responsible for operating the Titanic. The Titanic is a very well-known story. Does anybody know the actual story of the Titanic? And I'm not talking about the Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet version. No? I figured. So, what happened on the Titanic is that on April 10th, 1912, the Titanic had its maiden voyage. So a maiden voyage is, in essence, the very first time that a cruise ship takes its passengers to an XYZ location. In this case, the Titanic was sailing from New York to Southampton. This is important because if you think about it, they would have to sail the Atlantic Ocean. Let's keep that in mind. Let's write that up here. Let's start that. Atlantic Ocean. So, in order for them to sail the Atlantic, what are some things that you think that we would need? Food, okay. Supplies, yes, okay. Let's think outside the box. Let's think about things that we would need from a crew worker's perspective. Okay, a radar, a compass. So let me write that all down. Radar, compass. Okay, these are all great suggestions. These are great ideas. So we'll get back to this. Let's go back up here. So on April 10th, 1912, the Titanic set sail. Whew. It has with it 2,940 passengers. That's a lot. Especially during that time, that's a good amount of passengers. But people thought that they could do better. So, on April 14th, 1912, the famous story of what everyone knows the Titanic to be today occurred on that day, April 14th. So on this day, the Titanic hit the iceberg. Iceberg hit. But on the 15th, 1912, was when the Titanic sank completely. It took the Titanic almost 3 hours for it to entirely sink. Now remind you, there's 2,940 passengers. The middle of the Atlantic Ocean. So what are some problems that you guys think that we might encounter if this were to happen to us today? Hypothermia. That's valid. Starvation. Yeah, it might take a while for people to realize that we are stranded. Okay. So from these 2,940 people, 1,170 passed away. That's more than half. Meaning they either didn't have the resources or the lifeboats to sustain this amount of people on their boat. Within 5 days, what happened to Titanic changed the course of not only history, but maritime laws and cruise ships in general. Let's fast forward 100 years. 100 years later, year 2012, a cruise ship by the name of Allure of the Seas takes its maiden voyage. It's operated by Royal Caribbean. (2012) in July, to be exact. The cruise ship is still in operation today, but instead of it having 2,940 passengers, this cruise ship could have over 6,000 passengers. None of them would pass away, thank God. This cruise ship has radars, has compasses, has everything that we need. Why? Because of what happened with the Titanic. On these cruise ships, not only do they have all these resources, but they also have simple things. A basic lifeboat. Everyone should have the capabilities of surviving if, God forbid, a maritime accident happens. This has the capability to do that. And in just 100 years, not only were we able to increase the capacity of passengers, but we were able to increase their ability to survive, the ability to continue moving forward, and the ability for cruise ships to be safe, for passengers to go on.